Keystone Pipeline, and possible pipelines to eastern Canada are essential to the prosperity of Alberta. We have seen opposition to these projects based on concerns of pipeline integrity. Unlike the Premier's National Energy Plan, the Alberta Pipeline Review has the potential to alleviate many of these concerns. It's expected that Group 10 engineering will be done its final report and submitted at the end of this year. Will the Minister of Energy release these preliminary findings from Group 10 engineering to the members of this legislature before they are altered by the ERCB or the Ministry?
Honourable Minister.
Mr. Speaker, thank you very much for the opportunity to speak on this important matter. I appreciate the question, the thoughtful question from the honourable member opposite. The pipeline inquiry that I commissioned earlier in the year will address three important aspects: operations, water, and response capability. We expect to see that report from the independent third-party group that's working with the ERCB. I commit to this honourable member that I will provide that report, have it released publicly without anybody else doing anything to it, and it'll be available as part of the discourse and the review that we're doing of pipelines in this province. We want the highest quality performance.
Honourable member.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Given that that's the answer I was expecting, and the importance of this review, and given the retail market review is still sitting on the Energy Minister's desk, and the provincial flood mitigation report stayed behind closed doors for almost 6 years, will the Minister commit to releasing the findings of the Alberta Pipeline Review as soon as he gets it to the Standing Committee on Resource Stewardship?
Honourable Minister.
Mr. Speaker, what I indicated earlier in the year when I commissioned and asked the ERCB to do this work. Obviously, there will be other folks who will be looking at this as well. I'll release it to the entire world, not just the committee, the entire world, to take a good look at this when it becomes available. Thank you.
Honourable member.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Given the ramming through of the ill-fated Bill 2 without any substantial amendments, and the difficult task that the ERCB now has in becoming part of the new energy regulator, will the Minister admit that the ERCB will not be able to adequately complete its recommendations by the March 31st deadline?
Honourable Minister.
Well, Mr. Speaker, I think what we want here is the right answer, not always the quick answer. And so what we will be doing is ensuring that there is a thorough review by the ERCB. And even though it is in a time of transition, it's perfectly capable of doing the work that it's been assigned to do. It goes through tens of thousands of applications every year in governing and regulating the energy industry today, and I expect that work to continue until we get the new Alberta Energy Regulator up and operating by June of next year.
The honourable member for Grande Prairie Smoky, followed by Little Bow.